Let us go to the core banking systems. Give me 1 second of time. I want to drink some. And now we have core banking system. What is core? Main? What is the meaning of the word core? Is it main? No, it is centralized online real-time environment. What is the meaning of the word core? Centralized online real-time environment. Now today all banking systems are core systems. How? I will tell you. You opened a bank account in 4/11 Broadipet SBI, but you can use that ATM card anywhere in India, in any ATM. Am I right or not? How is it possible? In my childhood it is not possible. In my childhood means not 100 years back. Okay. So in my childhood it is not possible. If you are having account in one branch, if you want to make any transaction, you need to go to that branch only. Where? Once upon a time, some 20 years back. But today, anytime, any center, any ATM, you are making the transaction. Why? Because today your data is centralized. 20 years back, if you have opened your account in Broadipet branch, then your data, your details will be there in Broadipet only. But right now your data will be in Bombay, not in Broadipet. Okay. You understand what I am telling you? So now the data is centralized. Sir, if my data is in Bombay, how can I get the data in Broadipet? Online. Online. The data is centralized and you can get data from there through online. Sir, I want to withdraw money, sir. You withdraw. What is happening? Immediately when you come out of the ATM, all your accounts are updated or not? Real time. In that environment, banks are functioning today. Hence, they are called as centralized online real-time environment. And this is very interesting to say. But whenever again banks use this kind of core technology, centralized online real-time, there are risks and you are there to find the controls. That is the lesson. Okay. But here in this lesson, many questions are repeated. Okay. Now, what is the weightage? This is called as network error. From morning, from same number getting lot of calls. What is the weightage? 5-2? Ma, you tell me, what is the weightage? 10, how can you say 10? Only in one attempt it is given for 10 marks? Okay, 5 to 10 marks. Now, if you are intelligent students, what is the best way? You can take information system risks and controls as choice. And if you study this core banking system, financial and accounting systems, BPA risks and controls, these are easy lessons comparatively. Okay. Now, I should not teach first question and you should not listen first question. Why? That is commerce question. What a bank do, acceptance of deposits and all. Okay. Now, what is a core banking system and explain its characteristics. Okay. You already know what is a core banking system. It refers to a common IT solution wherein a central shared database supports the entire banking application. It allows the customers to use various banking facilities irrespective of the bank branch location. Irrespective of your bank or branch, you are using the ATM services across the country. How is it possible? It is possible because your data is centralized. Centralized means where, sir? In Shankar Vilas Center? Where? Centralized means in the central server. Sir, where is the central server? If you are an SBI customer, it is in near Pune, in some Peharanpur or something. And the door number I not tell you, but it is there. Now, what are the characteristics of a core banking system? There is a common database in a central server. Already our students know that. Branch functions as delivery channel and providing services to its customers. CBS is how many times you will say? CBS is supported by advanced technology infrastructure. We know that. Core banking, customer is a customer of the bank and not only of the branch. 20 years back, you are the customer of the branch. Today you are the customer of the bank. Thanks to core banking systems. Okay. CBS is modular in structure and is capable of being implemented in stages as per the requirements of the bank. Sir, ours is a small bank, recently started, only 2 branches. And you are telling use CBS, made by some Infosys like Finacle and all. First of all, let me tell you the famous core banking systems. Core banking systems means core banking softwares. Okay. Finacle. Finacle is a digital banking platform by whom? By Infosys. Okay, this is Finacle. And we have another thing from TCS. Today, State Bank of India is using this thing. Banks. TCS, banks. State Bank of India is using this core banking system right now. I know that. Okay. A universal financial solution, which is agile, resilient, innovative, and SaaS based. Okay. Frictionless customer journeys and collaborative ecosystems. Now let us see our system first. Okay. Likewise, now a small bank is telling me, sir, recently started 2 branches, small bank, small kid. Now, this core banking system means very big software. How can I use all those modules? All those modules are not required for me. We are not issuing any debit cards. We are not issuing any credit cards. Then how can I use core banking? Arey Baba, core banking system is modular in nature. That means whatever modules you want, you can use it. You need not purchase the entire software, just like ERP. And I am going to tell you a very top secret. Do you know what is core banking system? What is CBS software? It is ERP especially made for banks. That is why whatever questions, whatever things you learnt in financial and accounting systems for ERP, those all things will also be applicable for core banking systems. That is why many questions are okay. Core banking solution brings significant benefits such as customer is a customer of the bank and not of the branch. And it is modular in structure. Modular in structure means what? See, core banking system is having 100 modules. If yours is a small bank, how many modules you want? Use only those modules. Core banking software enables integration of all third-party applications. What is all third-party application? I am having account in SBI, but I am using PhonePe. I am using Google Pay. This Google Pay is a third-party application linked to my bank account, SBI bank account. Isn't it right or not? That means this core banking software is allowing third-party application to connect to my account or not? What do you say? Yes. Okay. Next. These all names you know. Finacle, Fin1, FlexCube, Banks, BankMate, these all. Various key modules of CBS. What are the various key modules of CBS? See, CBS for a bank functions not only as a heart but also as a nervous system. Why? Anywhere, anytime you are taking your money, no? In any branch. That means your account is flowing like a nervous system. Okay. And in case of CBS, at the core is the central server. Where it is? Some banks maintain it in Bangalore, some banks maintain it in Mumbai, some banks in Delhi. Okay. Yeah. So, sir, what are the key modules of a core banking system? That means, sir, if I want to use a core banking software, what are the most important modules? The first one is back office. See, whether yours is a small bank, tiny bank, large bank, back office should be there. Accounts will be there or not. So back office should be there. Data warehouse, that is your wish. Sir, I want it to have data analytics and all, then go for data warehouse. Otherwise, drop it. Credit card system. Sir, ours is a small bank, 2 branches. How can I give credit cards? Drop it. Who asked you to use it? But if you want credit card system module, do you understand what I'm telling? See, you are using Finacle software by Infosys. But in that Finacle software, you don't want everything. You want only credit card. You don't want credit card system because your bank don't offer any credit cards. So, you need not pay for that module. You pay for the modules whatever you want to use, right? Now, automated teller machines. If you are offering ATM services, you need to use that module in the software. And central server, that is common, that will be there. And if you offer these services, internet banking, mobile banking, phone banking, yes, definitely you need to have that modules also. And if you have branches, yes, you can go for branch banking module also, right? Yeah. Some key aspects built into the architecture of core banking system. What are the key aspects? See, there should be very good information flow. Information flow means what? You have deposited some money in the branch. Should it be reflected in the ATM also or not? You have made some payment through UPI. Should it be reflected in your account or not? So there should be continuous and consistent information flow. And the next one is customer centric. Customer centric means what? Today banks are offering n number of offers. And depending on your transaction history, today banks are also having lot of data analytics and data warehousing operations, and they are analyzing the transactions of every customer, and accordingly they are suggesting lot of offers and all. That is customer centric. And regulatory compliance means what? Morning we studied. See, if you read news, every month you will observe RBI levied some 2 crores penalty to State Bank of India. For what? For not following regulatory compliance, for not following SWIFT banking system rules. So regulatory compliance should be there. And resource optimization. Resource optimization means what? If you use core banking systems, what happens? You can reduce the turnaround times. Morning I told you what is a turnaround time. The time it takes to complete the transaction. You can reduce that. And what are the different servers used in a core banking system? If you have a website and if you want to do the calculations and all, use application server. And for every bank, database server is mandatory. Why? All the customer data you need to store now. And ATM, if your bank is offering ATM services, then you need to have ATM channel server also. And if your bank is offering internet banking services, then you need to have internet banking channel server as well as internet banking application server. And if your bank is having a website, see, SBI is having 25 websites. SBI group is having 25 websites. So definitely it needs to have a web server and proxy server. Proxy server means what? See, many hackers and all, they'll say that they have really hacked the original server, but there will be proxy servers. In law, you know what is the meaning of proxy. I have slapped your proxy. Does it mean I slapped you? So proxy server means what? We will have a server which acts as a real server, and all the connections are made to that proxy server, and that proxy server will redirect to the main server. That means main server you cannot reach directly. Main server ekkada untadante ఏడో కొండ మీద ఉంటది. శ్రీ శేషశైల గరుడాచల వెంకటాద్రి నారాయణాద్రి వృషభాద్రి వృషాద్రి ముఖ్యాన ఏడో కొండ మీద ఉంటది. ఈ లోపల బోల్డ్ అండ్ ప్రాక్సీ సర్వర్స్, these all things will be there. Okay, and to reach there it is not easy, but there are people who reach there and also spoil that. Okay, and finally you will have antivirus software server. That is all mandatory. You know the process of internet banking. Okay, and What are the stages in the deployment of an core banking system? Given for 6 marks in January attempt of 21. See, this is common. Already we have studied the managerial controls, no? First one, plan. You know that. Approval. Approval from whom? Approval from the top level management of the bank for the core banking system. Because implementing a core banking system is not a simple thing. It involves crores of rupees of investment. And there are n number of products that are available. Infosys says, sir, buy our Finacle. TCS says, sir, buy our banks. Nucleus company says, sir, our Fin1. Oracle says, sir, FlexCube. Then we need to select which product is more appropriate to your requirement. Basing on that, you make a selection. And for example, if you cannot select, then you have to decide what happens if I do it for myself, design and develop, or procure. Procure means readily available, you buy it. If, see, in our organization, there are timetable management software is there. Already in the market, there are many readily available timetable management softwares, but we are not planning to procure them. We are trying to design or develop on our own, because whatever is available in the market that is not suitable for our requirements. And testing, anything, whether you develop your own software or you buy something, finally you need to test it or not, and you should implement it. And once you start implementing, maintenance will be there, taking backups, upgrading antiviruses, these all things will be there. Support, updation. Support means, for example, you purchase it from Infosys, Finacle. Then that Finacle will give you lot of support. Okay. Updation. If you want to go for new modules, you can go. These all things. And finally, whether all these things are functioning properly or not, you need to have a proper audit. And again, the same story repeats. What are the risks associated with CBS? Operational risks. Operational risks means what? While you are using core banking systems, some of your employees might not know how to use the software. Instead of pressing one thing, they might press another thing. That is people risk. And your software might not follow the rules and regulations of the local laws. That is compliance risk. There will be using your software, some clients are deceived, then that causes legal risk. And there are some leaks in your software and information is getting easily leaked. That is called as information security leak. And credit risk, that need not be discussed. And market risk and strategic risk you can go through. And see, if you can observe, this question in the morning session we have discussed. So you can read that question. Yeah, this is the last question I am going to explain this day. That is the sub-processes that should be applied in banks for information security as per ISO 27001. See, in our India, if banks uses core banking systems, who should give guidelines to the banks regarding the core banking systems? RBI, Reserve Bank of India should give. But Reserve Bank of India is very wise and very intelligent. Do you know what Reserve Bank of India did? They have given a document to all the banks. What is the document? Name of the document? ISO 27001. And that document is available in the websites also. So Reserve Bank of India gave this 30 pages document. ISO 27001. What is there in this document? What things you need to follow regarding the security of the systems that are maintained in the banks. And now all the banks should follow all the things that are specified in this particular document. Do you understand? And sir, what are the main components of this document that is given in our material? What is that? Information security policies, procedures and practices. That means how banks should protect the user information, what kind of care they need to take. Those all things are discussed in that particular document. And next one, user security administration. That means how user IDs and passwords should be maintained. That is all things discussed in that document. Application security. Application security means what? Software security. Next one, database security. How to maintain the database of the customers securely. That is database security. Operating system security, network security, physical security. This is what I am telling you. This is not new thing. Information system security means these all. I'll tell you an equation. Information system security is equal to operating system security plus network security plus physical security plus user security plus application security plus database security. All these securities put together, we call it as information system security. See, if you want to give secured information system, in an information system, OS will be there or not. So you need to have security of OS or not. Users are there, user security should be there, data is there, data security should be there. So all these securities put together, it is called as information system security. And to the best of my knowledge, we don't have much more important questions left. So with that, I am going to conclude this session, right? But one thing I wanted to tell you, don't unnecessarily waste your time reading unnecessary things. Okay. And don't get yourself confused. Be very clear. And the biggest problem with EIS side headings is, in some, you have observed now, in some questions you have 10, 15, 18 side headings. But you just observe, what is the maximum marks of question given to you? 6 marks. Okay. So 6 marks means it is enough if you write some 8 to 9 side headings. Okay, not more than that. So don't spend your time unnecessarily on reading all that unnecessary stuff. Okay. And another very important thing I am telling you, when a scenario based type of question is given or when an application oriented type of question is given, always learn the art of connecting your answer to the question. Don't vaguely start your writing your answer. This is another point I wanted to tell you. And another important mantra what I wanted to tell you is, the only mantra to conquer EIS is read it regularly. Diabetic diet. You know what is diabetic diet? Diabetic people should eat some 4 or 5 times a day. Likewise, EIS also should be read in that way. But if you people say, sir, at one go in one sitting I will clear everything, you cannot clear the syllabus, but the syllabus will clear you. Okay. So keep that in mind. All the best. Thank you.